Kyle has a genetic disorder called SYNGAP1. We make these videos to show what our lives are like living with multiple disabilities and to help other families like ours feel less alone. Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. First, let me just show you what I came across the other day while organizing my closet. About 15 years ago, I made a scrapbook of Kyle's first couple of years and saw this page. We began reading to Kyle before he could even focus on the book's page, and now at 17, he still loves looking at books and being read to. My mom loves to read, and because of her, my sister and I love to read, and now Kelli does too. The four of us started a little book club last year, and I've been in a book club with several friends for the last 12 years. Here's a picture of me pregnant with Kelli and taking Kyle to weekly story time at the library I grew up going to. My mom would come with me to the story time or take Kyle when I was at work. Because of intellectual disability, which is part of Kyle's genetic diagnosis of SYNGAP1, he still enjoys books, songs, and rhymes intended for babies and toddlers. Although I could list so many of Kyle's favorite books, we're going to share 5 of them in this video in no particular order. But before I do, I want to brag about Kyle for just a minute. I have a copy of Kyle's most recent IEP, which stands for Individualized Education Plan. It's updated every year with Kyle's current levels and abilities, and then specific goals that his teachers and therapists will work on with him over the next year. Because Kyle is nonverbal, there are different ways to test his ability to recognize written words. The IEP is very detailed and lengthy, but I wanted to read a short portion that pertains to reading. So this was back in February of this year. Kyle can receptively identify all upper and lowercase letters and their corresponding letter sounds. He can match words to pictures in a field of view of 3 with 90% accuracy. He can match letters to spell words up to 5 letters in length with 90% accuracy. Kyle recognizes his name in print and matches letters to spell his first name with 100% accuracy. And Kyle can read words up to the 3rd grade sight word list. Now to 5 of Kyle's favorites. The parrot Tico Tango had a round yellow mango, but it wasn't quite as yellow as the lemon of Marcello. The parrot Tico Tango by Anna Witt has been a favorite for both of us for several years. It's about a parrot named Tico Tango learning to share fruit with the other animals in the rainforest. I love it because of the beautiful illustrations and also because it introduces a new animal, fruit, and color on each page. Kyle loves it because it's filled with rhyming and repetition, and he anticipates this page because I emphasize the word crash and each fruit that comes falling down. The book also includes a link to an audio version where the text is sung and put to music.
Tico Tango knew that he had to have it too, so he seized it. Crash! Down came the mango, down came the lemon, down came the fig, down came the cherry, down came the grapes, and down came the papaya. Chicka chicka boom boom. A told B, and B told C, I'll meet you at the top of the coconut tree.
We've read this next book so many times that Kyle probably has it memorized. Chicka Chicka Boom Boom is written by Bill Martin Jr. and John Archambault and illustrated by Lois Ehlert. Kyle loves the simple story of the letters of the alphabet, the rhyming, and the repetition of the phrase Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. I like that the book uses the uppercase letters within the story's text, but uses the lowercase letters as the colorful illustrations. And like I already told you earlier, Kyle knows all of his letters and enjoys pointing to them on the last page. After finishing the book, he'll often want to spend several minutes pointing to random letters while I say them out loud, or I'll have him point to specific letters.
Skit scat scoodle doo flip flop flee. Everybody running to the coconut tree. Mamas and papas and uncles and aunts hug their little dears, then dust their pants. But chicka chicka boom boom. Look, there's the full moon. Where's the moon, Kyle? Yep. There's all the letters. Are you ready to do them? A, B, C, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. There was an old lady who swallowed a fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly.
There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly is an old familiar poem to most, but I especially like how this illustrator, Sims Tabak, designed this book. The pictures are fun to look at, and he adds commentary from various animals, which I enjoy reading to Kyle in different voices. And he also uses an expanding hole in the pages to show what went on inside the poor woman's stomach. Kyle enjoys the repetition and how I read the story to him. It was a book that we used to take along with us everywhere, and once at one of his many doctor appointments, he was getting upset about the wait. I had forgotten the book, but started reciting the poem, and he calmed down immediately.
She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. Look, Kyle. I hope it's alive. Here we go. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. She swallowed the cat to catch the bird. She swallowed the bird to catch the spider. She swallowed the spider to catch the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. There's a tear in my eye. Yeah, there's a tear in my eye.
Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs, as retold by Mo Willems.
Kyle enjoys books about dinosaurs, and we came across Goldilocks and the Three Dinosaurs by Mo Willems when he was in first grade. It's a unique and creative twist on the classic Goldilocks fairy tale, which makes it fun to read as the adult. We don't own this book, so we took Kyle to the library to check it out.
Wow, good eyes, buddy.
We're not going to go yet, buddy. Kyle, listen, we're going to get books first. You want to carry that around? You gotta put this one on first. Put this one on. Ready? There we go. Now press done. And then say print receipt. Look, it's gonna come out here. There you go. We can take it with us. You ready? We're doing that.
Bye. Have a good day.
As you can see, it's not easy to take Kyle to the library when you're searching for a particular book. So I ran back inside while Kyle and Jesse listened to the CDs he checked out. There is no rhyme or repetition in this book, and instead more text and a story to follow. Because of that, it's a little more difficult to keep Kyle engaged, but Jessie does a great job with the dinosaur voices, which holds Kyle's attention.
One day, for no particular reason, the three dinosaurs made up their beds, positioned their chairs just so, and cooked 3 bowls of delicious chocolate pudding at varying temperatures. "Oh boy," said Papa Dinosaur in his loud, booming voice, "it is finally time to leave and go to the, someplace else."
Silly Lullaby by Sandra Boynton. Your pajamas are on. There's a duck on your head. I think that this means you're ready for bed.
We've been in love with the author Sandra Boynton since Kyle was about a year old. I think he owns more than 15 of her books. She writes and illustrates silly and humorous stories, and I never get tired of reading them to Kyle over and over. 3 years ago, I began reading her book, Silly Lullaby, to Kyle at bedtime. Because he loves routine, he wants me to read it every single night. So except for when he's sleeping over at his grandparents' houses, I've read this book to him over 1,000 times.
Go to sleep, sweet noodle. It's time to say achoo. Go to sleep, sweet noodle. The owl is whispering moo.
And in case you were curious, when I'm not reading children's books to Kyle, I love to read nonfiction books and contemporary fiction, but my favorite is historical fiction. I just started reading Remarkably Bright Creatures by Shelby Van Pelt, and if you have a favorite book to recommend to me or to Kyle, leave in the comments below the video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
If that cart and bull turned over, Papa's gonna buy you a dog named Rover. And if that dog named Rover don't bark, Mama's gonna buy you a horse and cart. And if that horse and cart fall down, oh no, you'll still be the sweetest little Kyle in town. The end.